friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Dick Van Dyke turns 99 after evacuating from a wildfire and welcoming his lost cat back home. Dick Van Dyke has had quite an eventful birthday week. The well-known entertainer turned 99 years old last Friday, December 13th, days after he and his wife Arlene had to evacuate with all but one of their animals due to a wildfire near their home in Southern California. In an interview with NBC News, the actor recounted the night that he had to flee their neighborhood in Malibu due to the Franklin fire that erupted on December 9th. "I forgot how old I am, and I realized I was crawling to get out," he said. Using a fire hose he can hook up to his pool, the Mary Poppins star tried to spray the house, but it was too much. "I thought, I'm not going to make it out of there. I was trying to crawl to the car. I had exhausted myself. I couldn't get up," he recalled. That's when 3 neighbors came, carried him out, and went back to put out a little fire in the guest house. Dick Van Dyke credits his neighbors for saving his life and his home. "God bless them, and thank you for saving my life," he said. The actor and his wife were thankfully able to get out with all their animals but one cat named Bobo. The ginger cat was very special to their family, and Dick Van Dyke posted about him on Facebook on December 10th. "Arlene and I have safely evacuated with our animals, except for Bobo, escaped as we were leaving. We're praying he'll be okay and that our community in Sierra Retreat will survive these terrible fires," the post read. Their prayers were answered because Bobo was waiting for them once they returned home. It was quite a joyous reunion to celebrate his 99th birthday with his loved ones back home. Turning 99 is quite an accomplishment, but the excitement doesn't end there. A Coldplay video was also released on his birthday. In the video, Coldplay's Chris Martin plays the piano and sings the song All My Love, while Dick Van Dyke dances barefoot on the patio. The video also includes clips from some of his work in movies and television and photos of memorabilia in his home. Let's wish this icon a very happy birthday with blessings and many more years to come. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 20:11. The world's oldest dog, Spike the Chihuahua, turns 25 years old. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. The world's oldest dog, Spike the Chihuahua, turns 25 years old. That's got to be 245 years in dog years. Who knew they could live that long? His family loves every moment that they have with their precious rescue dog. Their forever story began in 2009 when the Kimball family went grocery shopping. They found the poor pup shivering in the cold. They went inside to ask if anyone was missing a dog, and they learned he had spent the last 3 days standing outside the store. Overcome with compassion, they took him home, where he's been ever since. Part of being loved was regular visits to the vet. His first visit revealed that he was already at least 10 years old when the Kimball family found him. Since then, Spike has been enjoying all the belly rubs and treats his family has to offer. He's so grateful to have a warm home, a soft bed, and endless scratches behind the ears. People often wonder what the secret is to Spike living so long. No one really knows, but they have a few theories. The record-breaking pup reminds us that love, care, and faithfulness can result in something truly special, like aging gracefully for a dog. He reminds us of how a bond of love can help keep us going no matter how many years pass. Seeing how a simple loving gesture can lead to such an incredible achievement as aging gracefully is a blessing. Let's all take a moment to appreciate the sweet little Spike moments in our lives and remember to celebrate the love and companionship that makes our journey so much richer. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God. And whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. 1 John 4:7-8.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
In recent survey, parents reported that 52% of homeschooled children need learning accommodations. These parents need practical advice, encouragement, and hope to fuel their homeschooling efforts. The Empowering Homeschool Conversations podcast is where parents gain wisdom on how to teach unique learners successfully at home, like Laura, who recently told us, "I needed this episode. I don't need a fancy curriculum or need to be a special ed teacher to teach my son. You have given me hope." To listen now, go to Life Audio or search Empowering Homeschool Conversations on your favorite podcast app.